Today we are going to be reacting to how a nobody went from 2 viewers to 6.3 million fans. I think he's talking about casoh, as you guys can see right here in the video. Let's see how he did it. Casoh's the GOAT. Always be the GOAT. The best streamer in my opinion. Alright, let's get into it.
There are three things that happened between September 2022 and today, each more important than the last, that made it all but impossible for casoh to not see stardom. Casoh went from creating a fresh Twitch account with 0 followers to streaming to 65,000 live viewers with the most wholesome, creative, and supportive community Twitch has ever seen in just 2 years. How can a nobody become a somebody so fast?
Because the reason I even tried it again was because that weekend she said, why don't you give streaming another try? Just upload some clips. You're funny. See what happens.
Okay. Casoh's the GOAT, bro.
Mount Everest is underwater.
Bro, I watched this video.
Casoh is commonly the butt of the joke. He's very rarely seen putting others down, and his most viewed clips are at his own expense.
What'd you just say to me, buddy?
I said, I just hope the beam doesn't break.
Why would it break?
No? Jump, come on.
No. Why would the beam break? Explain. Chat. Dude, am I that large? Oh my goodness, there's no way I'm this large.
So why is this important? Well, let's think about a late night conversation. When one person begins to open up, it's met with the same. There's a huge difference between answering these comments with legitimate hatred and being a good sport.
Why would anybody hate on casoh though? Casoh's like the GOAT.
This is no place for imperfections or insecurities. Not yours, not mine, no one's. And then walls go up between the streamer and the chat, and more division is created. The other says, my walls are down. Poke some fun, I don't mind being vulnerable. And after a little time, chatter's walls come down as well, and then a connection is made. This is how the scenarios are created, where I call casoh dumb in chat, everyone laughs, but then one of my friends calls casoh dumb in real life, and I beat him to a pulp, because no one talks about casoh like that.
Yeah, don't talk about casoh like that. He's the GOAT.
If you want to ride a wave, you need to be in a place where waves form. Casoh's first live stream was to almost 80 people.
80
How
people.
How is this even possible?
Yeah,
people
first live stream is crazy.
For years to 1 viewer and don't see any growth. When casoh finally decided to begin streaming, he did not open Twitch. He opened TikTok. 2K was just coming out, and he knew no one would ever be able to find him at the bottom of the queue on Twitch. He knew his time would be better spent on getting discovered. He jumped right on the wave of 2K, uploaded 3 videos which were funny moments of Case pretending to be streaming 2K. TikTok's algorithm, desperate to serve the hungry 2K audience with content.
Angel, I'm posting it tomorrow at 10 a.m. And it wouldn't let me send you my POV.
casoh seized the opportunity.
I don't know why, but it just wouldn't let me. I'm posting it tomorrow at 10 a.m. So post it after me, okay?
From TikTok. Over time, he saw his streams start to decline, going from 900 all the way down to 150 viewers. Case knew he had to switch up his stream. But how do you switch up a stream successfully in a place where there are no waves? Case decided to follow the exact same formula that gave him success the first time around. Hogwarts Legacy had just come out, and a viral Hogwarts Legacy TikTok sent Case a viewer bump of 450. Eventually, he was able to start stream up, leading with Hogwarts Legacy, which no longer branded Case as a 2K streamer. His narrow lane was now an open field. The idea of streaming had been in Case's head for 7 years.
Bro.
He had seen Nadeshot play video games for a living and knew he wanted to do the same. He had actually bought equipment in 2015, made a few YouTube videos, but then stopped. Why? Casoh had the worst internet. He also worked 2 jobs and lived dreading the next day he had to go to work.
Casoh's
the culture behind wanting to make a living as a content creator was nowhere near as solidified as it is today. This stream was nothing but looked down on. Not a single thing was going right for Case. For 7 years, the equipment sat. Case continued to deal with life, family obligations, financial burdens, and bad internet. Even one day at the dollar store, his card declined. He ran out of the store shamed. His mom had heard him complain about work repeatedly, day after day, week after week, and taking a car ride with him, September of 2022, told him to give streaming another try. He had the equipment, he just had to start stream.
Well, the reason that I gave it another shot again in general was because of my mom.
It only
W
takes
mom, bro.
one
W
person
mom.
to see you, know you,
Look.
and push you to take that extra.
Look where he would be. Who knows where he would be today if his mom didn't tell him to start streaming again, bro. Casoh's the GOAT. I love watching him every day. Bro. W mom in the comments, bro.
Step. If that day Casoh had ignored his mom, shrugged it off, rejected her idea, he would still be a nobody. Except the mere success of Casoh proves this isn't true. His explosive growth, his humbleness, and kindness remaining consistent despite of his success, and the pain points he endured for years, similar to our own, proves. Whether you have 2 fans or 6.3 million, every so-called nobody has always been a somebody.
Bro. W video, bro. W video. That was a W video. Alright. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. And peace out.